YouTube! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And this video is just a quick little Roaring Kitty update for you and a quick opinion about Bone. Bone's been whispered and shouted amongst the Shibarium grapevines in the last day or so, and I just want to give an opinion. But guys, just know I'm making content here just based on current news, and like I said, it is opinion, my opinion. So with that being said, none of what I'm saying is financial advice. Please don't take it as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do with your money. But before we talk about my favorite kitty cat and doggo gas token, guys, let's look at Bitcoin. It's really exciting because we're in July. July is historically a good month for Bitcoin. And the chart, I know it's a bit of a red day, but chart's not looking too bad. Now, when I say July has historically been a good month for Bitcoin, like since 2010, like 9 of the last 14 years have been very positive for Bitcoin. Like like on average, like Bitcoin typically rises 10% in the month of July. The best um, the best increase in July was in 2010 when Bitcoin went 60%. And I think the worst was in 2019 when Bitcoin fell 11%. But the median return is somewhere around like 10 or 11% for the month of July. So, I mean, if Bitcoin does, 10%, I mean, you got Bitcoin up around just from here. I think it's like 100 and what, 116, 117,000. Don't do math in public. I'm not going to check my math. But Bitcoin's pretty good chance Bitcoin might go up. Plus, you got a lot of great macroeconomic factors like the Genius Act in the U.S. Congress. Not to mention the Trump administration is very pro crypto, and I know they just passed the tax bill here. So, um, lots of great things, lots of great things happening. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what July holds for Bitcoin because remember, Bitcoin is the tide that lifts all boats. So if Bitcoin does well in July, altcoins are going to follow, like Roaring Kitty and Bone. Speaking of Roaring Kitty, so I say we because I'm a Roaring Kitty community member, but yeah, we had a little showdown on the Surf and Crypto X page. Surf and Crypto's a YouTuber, and he was going to give a video to whoever won this poll. And guys, Roar community showed up and showed out with the help of the Shib Army. This is what I love about Shibarium. See, we go to the Roaring Kitty page here. We had help from our German Shepherd friends over at K9 Finance. I mean, they tweeted about us, about our meme coin showdown, asking people to vote for us because Fart Boy, this Fart Boy, this is a pretty big X account. There's almost 14,000 followers, and I got the deck screener here for Fart Boy. I mean, you're talking like a $20 million market cap, over 12,000 holders. Roaring Kitty doesn't even have 2,000 holders. So the fact that, we're a lot smaller and we were able to put up, enough of a vote to keep us in range, Shib Army came through for us and helped push us over the edge. And this is part of what I love about Roaring Kitty and just Shibarium projects in general, because Shib was like Shib is huge on community, and there's a lot of cross pollination between different Shibarium projects. So like I'm big into Roaring Kitty, but you know what? I also own K9. I own Bad Idea. I own Oscar. All these Shibarium projects because not only am I bullish on Shibarium, I want to be a part of growing Shibarium, and I want to be a part of that success. And I'm not the only one who thinks like that. So like there's a lot of friendliness between different communities on Shibarium that I don't think you really have on a lot of other blockchains, at least from my perspective. So if K9's ever in something like this, if I don't know, I said Oscar. I don't even know if Oscar knew we were doing this, but if other Shibarium projects ever need some sort of help in a voting poll, then yeah, I think the Roaring Kitty community will show up and show out for them when asked, because we all want to see Shibarium succeed, and we're a Shibarium project. And with Roar winning this and getting this YouTube video, Roar is going to get some exposure, and if Roar gets exposure, then Shibarium gets exposure because one of our big things is our liquidity pool in Bone. So yeah, it's a big win for us. And if another Shibarium project is like this and they win, they get the spotlight too, but then so does Shibarium. So their success is our success, and I think that's a pretty common thing among the Shib army, at least those who want to see Shibarium succeed. So this is really good. I like seeing this. Surfing Crypto, I will leave his YouTube linked in my comments if you guys want to go there. He actually does a very good job, like in-depth analysis of different different assets, both crypto and stock. So like here's one he's talking about Bitcoin. I can't play when I play it. The sound, I would play the sound, but it always echoes for some reason off my computer into my mic. So I haven't figured out how to do that. But I watched this. I thought this is pretty good. So guys, this is awesome. Big shout out to the Roaring Kitty community, and a big thank you to all of the Shib army that showed up to help support us and push us over the edge of this somewhat giant of a CTO. So guys, that's awesome. And yeah, we'll look at the chart for Roar. Having a red day again. I mean, Bitcoin's having a red day, so of course, actually, I don't even know if the overall market is red. I didn't look, but I'd assume since Bitcoin's red, maybe a lot of other projects are too. Roar is one of them. Of course, we had a big move up, and even though we're down, it looks like we're still in an uptrend because, up here you got higher high, higher low, higher high again, and we'll see if we make a higher low, and then we'll just move back up to the upside. So I'm not too worried about this. And speaking about not being worried, let's talk about Bone. Bone. This is, I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing that. But guys, Bone got delisted from an exchange, and it's just one of these things. My understanding is, you're a big exchange, people are cashing out Bone on you, and you aren't making a lot of money from people trading Bone, but it's costing you money from people cashing out. So that's why you delist what you delist. And Bone just wasn't getting a lot of volume. It's had nothing but consistent selling pressure. I mean, if you look at the overall chart, it's done nothing but go down. From what I've gathered in other telegrams, I guess maybe it's a thing where when Bone was created, there were a lot of free tokens that were given out, but I guess also like the Shib team, there may have been some devs that split away from it. I wasn't there for it. This is just what I've seen in Telegram chats, people talking about. And a lot of people that got free Bone, they're the ones that are selling, because if you look at wallets, apparently, 90% of the people that hold Bone are holding and buying more, and the selling pressure is only coming from like so many wallets. But guys, this doesn't bother me so much. And the reason why it doesn't bother me is because I just keep seeing stuff from the Shib team. So like here, Satoshi Kusama, Colin Joel AI, he just posted this today. July is Joel AI. Prepare for many announcements, releases, and discussions around everything we've built thus far and where we see the future going. Talk soon. Guys, there could be some bullish news released from Satoshi Kusama. All eyes are going to be on him, and the rest of the Shib team, maybe Cal, maybe Lucy. But I'm not worried about Bone. Like, I'm at a pretty good loss on Bone right now. I know I'm probably not the only one. My average buy price for Bone, I think, is like 49 cents. Of all the Bone I own, my average buy price is 49 cents. So I'm not in the profit until I'm over 49 cents. So I'm actually down quite a bit. But when it's lower like this, maybe my next paycheck, maybe I buy some Bone and bring my average cost down even further, because 18 cents, that's wild. If Bone has a moment like Sol did last cycle, like BNB did last cycle, and you see Bone at like $50, you're gonna be so happy you held and bought Bone, because Bone is a gas token, just like Sol, just like BNB, and shoot, you can even talk about ADA on Cardano. I mean, that did very well too. So, all this news being released for Shibarium, like I see stuff like this sometimes Satoshi doesn't post, sometimes Lucy's silent. Um, it is what it is. I just always figure they're working, and it's a newer blockchain. Adoption has to come, and I mean we already have a partnership with the UAE, and Epic Games is using the chain to build their Web3 gaming Astronova. Like, it's not like there isn't any good news. Like, if there was no good news, this would worry me. But because we've had news, like, there's a reason Epic Games chose Shibarium. There's a reason the UAE, United Arab Emirates, a legitimate country, chose Shibarium. So, guys, it's enough for me to just hold my bone, maybe buy some more. Honestly, Roar's not looking too bad. I've been buying a lot of Roar here in my last two paychecks, but Bone, yeah, I mean if it keeps dropping, like great. I'm just gonna buy a little bit more because I still kind of believe in the vision of where Shibarium's going. And people saying like, oh well, you can't trust Satoshi and all this FUD. It's just like, this is crypto. Like how is you know people's view of Satoshi any different than the view of any random dev? I mean, you buy into any dev based project, you're putting your trust in the dev or dev team that they're going to build something that makes your investment go up, and you don't know who these people are. So like Satoshi being this like pseudo anonymous person on X who's this leader of Shibarium, it's just like it's just crypto. It's just crypto, bro. Like this is a normal thing for crypto. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of risk, but I mean, no risk, no reward. Am I right? I'm not. I'm not worried about Bone. I'm really not worried about Bone. Like 18 cents, I could care less. Like I'm holding it. Like if I was in financial trouble and needed to sell some crypto, I do have quite a bit of Bone, so I would probably feel a little down, but I'm not broke. So like I can wait. I can wait. I've been living like I'm broke. I said I'm not broke. I've been living like I'm broke for like the last 3 years just so I can invest as much money as I can into crypto. And I really believe that by the end of this year, all of my efforts are going to bless me. And yeah, I can go another couple months. I mean, it's fine. I'm not worried. And you go to the shib.io, Alpha Layer, Astronova. I was just talking about Astronova and the UAE. Oh, they're both right there. Look at that. Shib.io, guys. That is your start for everything Shiba Inu, everything Shibarium. Also, Roaring Kitty should have a podcast coming up with Satoshi sometime soon. Hasn't been announced yet. When I find out, I'll likely post about it on my X. So make sure you follow me on that. I'll leave my X link in the description and some other useful links and information. So guys, that is all I got for you. Bones down. I don't really care. I really don't care. Some people, they might. Me, it's crypto, bro. Come on. And Roar. Oh, Roar's got so much stuff going for it. So much stuff going for it. Oh, man. All right, guys. I'm out. We'll see you later. Bye.